our Coach's Corner segment. Coach John Limbaugh of the Fayetteville Wolves, presented by Lori Darling. I was down at Lori Darling's about 2 weeks ago on a Saturday, and man, that hamburger steak was out of this world, John.
Absolutely. I don't know what we're having today. She's going to feed us today for our pregame meal, but whatever it is, it's going to be great.
No doubt about it. Well, it's high school football time, and, Fayetteville playing the fall jamboree on the road. And, of course, Randolph County is traditionally had been a good football team. But let's talk about Fayetteville. How's fall camp going?
Oh, great fall camp. And the kids are like, it's Christmas morning today. We could open up this football season and at Randolph County. But we had a great summer work. Our kids, came in all summer long, working hard. Went to 3 or 4 play dates, 7-on-7s, and had a great time at those, and learned a lot about ourselves, and grew as a team together. And offensive line, Coach Northcutt really did a great job this summer with them, working with those guys. So we're very excited about the preparation for this year. And even this week in the heat and the humidity, we've been taking it very careful with the kids, and just cutting our practice time down, Jimmy, and doing the things necessary to do, going out in helmets only. And I've had kids come to me and say, Coach, let's put the pads on, let's go. So, they're wanting to play, so that's exciting, So can't wait till see what is born tonight.
Who's some of the kids that you're going to be counting on early on in the season?
Well, we, of course, counting on our quarterbacks, and I say quarterbacks because we're still in a race right now. We've named our QB1 Landon Payton, who was our quarterback last year, but Brent Cantrell has really pushed him, and one does this better, the other one does this better. If you put them both together, you've got a all-conference player. So we're going to see how it plays out in the wash and how it goes tonight. But and also Cam Hammonds, running back's doing a great job. He's got that little tweak you need. He can really put his foot in the ground and go. And Aiden Blair also in the backfield, and Cam's brother, his older brother, senior leader for us. Hunter Hammonds is doing a great job. Atticus Jacks, Cole Hart. I could go on and on with guys that are returning and ready for the field of play. Our offensive line is really looking a lot better this year. Our center, Landon Thomas, doing a great job. Getting those snaps back there and getting off on his block. So, I'm excited and ready to see what is born tonight in Randolph County.
What do you want to try to accomplish in a fall jamboree besides not getting kids hurt?
Well, execution. Everybody talks about we don't want to get kids hurt. And, you can't play a football game like that. You got to go in there and get after it and play hard. And everybody says things like that, but you've got to play a spring game or a jamboree game to see where you're at. And I love playing the week 0 game. Coach Petras at Randolph County believes the same as I do. To play that week 0, get everything going and hit the ground running 1 through 10 in the season. I don't like taking off week because we all get complacent during all week, and it's just not good for us. So this is exactly what we want to do. We want to move the offense, and we want our defense to stop people, which is going to be difficult because Randolph County is old school. You're going to run the wishbone. They're going to come right at you. It's just they're going to run trap. They're going to run lead. They're going to run sweep. And when that buck sweep comes at you, you better be ready to stop it from the outside in. So we'll see what we do tonight.
Temperatures in the upper 90s again today. You're going to be going over on a school bus, and it's going to be hot. That's a pretty good little drive.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yellow Dog is, going to be a little warm. But, our kids at Fayetteville, Jimmy, they're kids that bale hay and work on tractors and work on pasture fences. And I'm not so worried about that. It is what it is. We've been in it all summer. So our kids are used to it. We're going to water them up, and we're going to take plenty of water breaks during the game, and we're going to take it easy and be good to them. So I think everything will work out just fine.
Scheduling basically the same as it was last year, correct?
Yes, we got 6 home games though.
Okay.
The schedule is something that last year, if you remember, we had 4 home games. And so this year we got 6 home games, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Really excited about it. I'm just thankful for all of our facets of our program for our administration, which doing a great job. Lynn Rich, our principal, our assistant principal, Brooke Brewer, they're doing a great job. These ladies are fantastic administrators, but they're also very supportive of all of our sports programs. But then you got the Fayetteville community, Jimmy. They're there's none better. These parents are always there to support and to help. And then you got businesses in Fayetteville, Childersburg, Sylacauga that support us and help us. It does take all of us to put a team on the field to play, and I'm very excited about that. But talking about people that helped us, I got a lot of changes this year with our coaching staff.
You do.
I had a retiree, my friend retired on me, Mark Reed, so we replaced him with Jason Jacks. He's our defensive coordinator. Jason's doing a really marvelous job back there, and we're excited about what we're going to see out of the defense. And then, I'm not calling plays this year. I'm just playing the head coach role, and I've got
How long ago has it been since you not called plays?
I've never not called plays. It's I've always called plays. It's been very hard for me to more or less sit on my hands, but it's great because Matt Collier is doing a marvelous job for us calling plays. I'm really excited about what he's doing, his movement of the football. His play calling is really extraordinary. So it's going to be fun to watch our kids under that direction. I can watch the whole game now, not just one part. As a head coach, it's easy if you're play calling on the offensive side, or if you're a head coach that's on the defensive side, to get so involved in that one facet of the game that all others kind of, not get ignored, but they get kind of second fiddle to what you're doing offensively. So now I can watch over the whole game.
When did you start contemplating that change?
A couple of years ago, really. It started in my mind a little bit. And this past year, I really want to make some changes, and wanted us to get back on the winning edge of things. It's tough in some ways at Fayetteville. We have less numbers than a lot of people have, and so forth like that. But we're ready for the fight. We're ready for the challenge. But I thought we just needed to make a change. And sometimes change is just really good. I thought it was time to make one, so I did. And I got to take a back seat to what's better for the team. So I did that, and I believe it's going to pay off for us.
Of course, Matt Collier's a veteran of high school coaching, and
absolutely.
It sounds like your staff has come together and molded together real well.
Well, I think we got one of the best staffs in the county, if not the state. Our guys are out there working hard every day, and I got some of the greatest assistant coaches, volunteer coaches a guy could ever have. I really appreciate that. I've got a couple of guys that played for me, Blake Manchin and Bailey Deloach. They've come on board. They're helping us now, and it's just a lot of fun. These volunteer coaches coming in just simply because they care. They want to do a good job. They care. And I got Winchester Shearer is coming in. He's our head JV coach, but he's also a varsity assistant helping us out there. And everybody's just doing a great job, and just very proud of all of them.
Randolph County, the opponent tonight in the Fall Jamboree over in Randolph County. I don't know, it's an hour drive or so, I guess, something like that.
Yeah, it's about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes.
A lot of cows and horses and deer and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes they get in the road out there.
Got to keep your eyes open, absolutely.
Oh, hey, not only are you the head football coach, but you're the athletic director and got some fall sports going on too.
Oh, absolutely. Ms. Ginger's doing a great job with our volleyball team. I watched them playing the Horseshoe Bend last night. Just so exciting. The gym was full last night, Jimmy. It was great to see the gym was full, and people there cheering on our girls. And we got a great group of girls. So excited about them and our cheerleaders and band. We have a new band director this year, and they've been working hard. And I've seen them out there as longer some days in the football team working. And just everybody coming together and doing these great things is nice to see.
No doubt about it. Coach John Limbaugh, the head football coach and athletic director of the Fayetteville Wolves. They get things started tonight with their fall jamboree over in Randolph County. Next week is 0 week, and that is Verbena.
Right.
And, a lot of people get confused about the fall jamboree and 0 week. 0 week really get things started for you, doesn't it?
Well, no, this is 0 week.
This is 0 week.
This is 0 week tonight. And next week is week 1. And anybody that played last night, Sylacauga played last night, Winterburg played last night, And there'll be more playing tonight, of course. This is week 0. But if you had a spring, then you would take an off day if you had a spring. We didn't have a spring. So we do all ours in the fall. We started a week early with practice. That's how this thing shakes out. So we will not have an off week, but teams like Sylacauga and Winterburg will have an off week in the season. So that's how it shakes out.
Yeah. So 0 week tonight, week 1 against Verbena next week. And, Fayetteville, you talked about the support. Ever since I was a little boy, the support for Fayetteville, not just athletics, but academics, the school, the community, is just second to none.
Yeah, well, if you're homegrown, you understand it.
Yeah.
And y'all been down there as a pastor for 38 years. I call myself homegrown too. But it's a wonderful community and a tight-knit family atmosphere. Great, great community. And they're going to come out and support. That's what's so exciting about it. But, Coach Brothers and Verbena, they'll come in there ready to go. And, last year Randolph County was a playoff team. Last year Verbena was a playoff team and won 8 ball games. And so we got to hit the ground running early. We're playing some very formidable teams, so we got to hit the ground running and be ready to go.
What, Coach, before we go, what must change for Fayetteville on the field this year to get things going the right direction again?
We have got to stop making the costly errors. Throwing a pick or laying the ball on the turf. Nothing good can happen when you put the ball on the ground. So we can't fumble the football, but we've got to be able to execute and move the ball down the field. There's been days that the offense couldn't score. There's been days that the defense couldn't stop anybody in our past. There's been days when we put it all together and look really great. Well, we've got to have that consistency where we're passing the ball and running the ball. We've got to have that consistency where defense is getting them off the field, putting our offense back on the field. We've got to have more consistency in what we do, more of a level line, not this up and down business.
And you lost a pretty good kicker you had for the last couple of years. You got someone else this year.
We did, but now we've lost a great kicker, but now Nicky Barr has stepped up, and the other day he kicked a 50-yarder in practice. I couldn't be more proud of Nick. He's doing a great job for us, and he works at it all the time. He's a diligent worker, kicking that ball, so we're going to see what he can do for us, and he's going to do a great job.
Yeah, these players are not just players to you.
No, they're my sons, every one of them. I'd do anything for any of them, and that's the truth, And the thing about being a coach is when you see these kids, 8 years later, 10 years later, and they've got families, or there's something going on in their life, they give you a call. That's what it's all about, making a difference in a life and making that difference for Christ in a life, because that's what matters most.
All right, the 2023 football season gets started tonight with 0 week over at Randolph County. Verbena week number 1 next week at Farm Links Field. Coach Limbaugh will join us again. Coach, thanks for coming as always.
Absolutely, good to have me.
Brought to you by Lori Darlings in downtown Fayetteville, Alabama. More Daybreak just ahead.